Okay, let's do it. Part duh. Hey everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the reviews are spicy. It is my job to make sure that you are never overspending on anything, let alone perfume. And so today I want to give you my most complimented perfumes in case that's important to you. We always say in the fragrance community, no, you should wear your scent for you. Who cares what other people think? But we all know that it feels so good when a stranger says, oh my God, you smell so good. And as a collector, as someone who makes it their hobby to chase down the best smelling things in the world, that is probably the best feeling ever. So I just want to share my experience with my most complimented perfumes in my collection in case that is interesting and important to you. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff, because I'm here for you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, which is a lot of times a week. And yeah, let's talk about compliment magnets. Okay, first off, I hate to say it, this truly is my most complimented perfume in my collection, and it is Terra by Rayhaan. So random. People chase me down to ask me what I'm wearing when I wear this. The first time I ever wore this, I wore it to work in our office. We have a very small office, so it's like packed in there. And I had maybe 2 sprays of this on. And not kidding you, every time someone opened the door into the office and walked in, they went, oh my God, it smells so good in here. And I was like, tee hee hee. Every time. 5 people on my team walked in the door and said, God, it smells so good in here. Is that you, Annie? Yeah, it was. It was. And it was this. I don't know why. People love it. I love it. I love it. It's spicy. It's thick. It's a lot. It's a big fragrance. It's a big fragrance, but it is unlike truly anything that I've ever smelled. It is an inspired fragrance by Outlands by Amouage. Outlands is a little smoother, a little less dense, and a little more incensey. This is a little sweeter, a little heavier, but I think that's what makes it last and project. Great wintertime fragrance, but honestly, on a summer night, this would slay because the heat will open it up and make it really sexy. This has the craziest note breakdown ever, so let's talk about it. Top notes: cardamom, elemi, bergamot, lemon, Szechuan pepper, okay? Middle notes, get ready: patchouli, cumin, saffron, coriander, anise, orange blossom, wormwood, geranium, rose. Base notes: frankincense, vanilla, amber, benzoin, opoponax, oud, labdanum, musk, birch, ambergris, and maltol. Whew, I'm out of breath. But really, it's like so complex and interesting and still so elegant and chic. It's not super masculine, in my opinion. I think the rose and more of those floral notes in the middle really smooth it out and give it this sensual femininity subtly. But honestly, no joke, this is without a doubt the perfume that pulls me the most compliments and is also so affordable. It's 45 bucks. So if you really like Outlands, I highly recommend this. This is one of the better dupes I've ever smelled. Side by side, you really can't clock the difference. It's just this is a little thicker, I would say. But Terra, who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? Next up is my precious, my lovely, my darling, and one of my most highly complimented gourmands is Sweet Annabel's Birthday Cake from Marissa Zappas. The best, most elegant, photorealistic birthday cake fragrance ever. Somehow she made a birthday cake smell chic. So if you want to smell yummy, edible, but still like a grown woman and not like a child, this is so beautiful. When I wear this around my girlfriends, my ladies, literally everyone's like, oh my God, you smell so yummy. One of my friends was like, it smells like a Victoria's Secret body spray from the 2000s, but that grew up with us. And I know what she means because it is sweet. It is birthday cake, but it's grown and chic and it has this musky, sensual quality to it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful and never fails to get me compliments, specifically from my girlfriends and my gals. And honestly, they're all I care about. So the top notes in here: latex balloon. That's crazy. I think that's what makes it feel like a little cool and edgy. Sugar, heliotrope, lemon. Middle notes: whipped cream, cupcake, sugar, rose petals, and tuberose. That's the tuberose, is what's making it a little sexy. Okay, who would have thought birthday cake could be sexy? And then base notes, honey, cacao pod, and tonka. So creamy, lactonic at the base. Marissa Zappas does a honey note unlike anyone else. She knows how to add it just to the point of it giving this sweet warmth and a slight powderiness without it getting too synthetic or thick or clawing. Love this one. If you want everyone in the room to think you're the best smelling birthday cake and the most elegant person, Annabelle's birthday cake. Now, I've talked about this one a lot, but this one really, really pulls in compliments, and that is Spectre Ghost from French Avenue. This is the Ani by Nichane inspired fragrance that I personally like better than the OG. But this, the very first time I wore this, I wore it to a Broncos game, okay, football. We were walking in, I gave the gal my ticket, and she goes, "Oh my God, you smell so good." And I was like, "Thank you so much." What's this? Then later, we're in line at the concessions getting nachos, and the gal checking me out to get nachos at a football game in an outdoor stadium said, "Wow, you smell so good." And that was this. And it was like 25 degrees. It was really cold, and this just blasted through. It's a clean ginger vanilla fragrance. It's so nice and smooth and spicy, but still warm, and that vanilla is still so yummy. Beautiful fragrance. Tons of compliments. Universally beloved. Top notes, ginger, cardamom, bergamot. Middle notes, pink pepper, black currant, rose. Base notes, vanilla, cedarwood, and patchouli. It's so beautiful. It is slightly on the masculine side of unisex, but I wear this with no problem, and I highly encourage more ladies to wear this. It's gorgeous. Love this one. Okay, we gotta talk about Santal Austral Extrait. To be honest with you, all of Matiere Premiere's fragrances pull me compliments because they freaking blast through the room. They have such presence and such wear and such elegance. This is a creamy tonka bean cardamom santal fragrance. It's slightly masculine, but it's very unisex because it has this sweetness to it. Iris. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And this thing projects. It smells to me a little similar to vanilla powder, but tone down the sweetness and take out the coconut. It has that same pizzazz and that Matiere Premiere DNA. This is another one that I wore to the office, and literally everyone was like, "Damn, Annie, you smell so good." And I was like, "You guys, thank you." This is expensive. This is an expensive perfume, but it's old enough now that I found a really good deal on it, and I think you can find it at a lot of places for a really good deal. But extra concentration, this thing I spray on my clothes and multiple washes later can still smell it. I really like it because it has this sweetness, but it's still work appropriate. This is my favorite when I want to smell rich and sweet, but still business professional appropriate. I pull for this. When our CEO visits our office, I wear this, okay? That's the vibe. So, so good. Full note breakdown. Top, iris, almond milk. Middle notes, Australian sandalwood. Base notes, black cardamom, tonka bean, and Siam benzoin. Smooth, creamy, a little spicy, a little woody. Oh, it's so, so beautiful. Highly recommend trying the Extrait version if you haven't already. Now, this is my signature scent for a reason, okay? Because it's beautiful, people compliment me on it, and I love her, and that is Rose of No Man's Land, okay? It's no surprise that I love this perfume. Literally, I think it just wears really well with me, and so that's why I get compliments on it. But one time I was wearing it in, again, the office, and my coworker came up to me, literally grabbed my arm and just shoved it in her face. I was like, "What is that?" And I was like, Rose of No Man's Land. I think it's an underrated rose. People shit on it, but it's so good in my opinion. And yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful rose, spicy, woody rose, well done. And I think just universally pleasing. And that's why I get compliments on it. And it lasts really well. It feels really chic and put together, but still sensual and sexy. And I love her, my beloved Rose of No Man's Land. And then last but not least, Wowie Zowie. I had someone in a coffee shop literally following me around and then finally stopping me to say, "I'm so sorry, but I have to know what perfume you're wearing." I said, "Thank you so much. It is Bouquet Ideale." such an old perfume. It's been around for so long, but it is so beautiful. Woody, spicy, creamy, chic, elegant, but warm. It still feels youthful, but still grown and mature and not super juvenile. I love this perfume. And a lot of other people do too. My husband loves this one on me, okay? Which, it's always nice. Top notes, cinnamon, nutmeg. Middle notes, guaiac wood, sandalwood, Virginia cedar, papyrus, vanilla, coumarin, tobacco blossom, labdanum, and musk at the base. Gorgeous. Stunning. All my favorite notes. If you haven't noticed already, most of these perfumes have something in common. Vanilla, guaiac wood, rose, and sandalwood. I think people just love those notes. Or they sit really well with my chemistry and smell good on me, and so then I get compliments. But anyways, I don't care. I just think this is such a classic, and every time I smell it, I'm like, holy shit, it is so yummy. So oldie but a goodie, and truly you can get such a deal on this. I got this tester for 80 bucks on Joma Shop, and it is just a beautiful, classic, woody, slightly smoky vanilla, and people love it, and I love it too. Okay, there are my 6 most complimented perfumes. Do you have any of these? Do you also get compliments on them? What are your most complimented perfumes? I would love to know. And also, I would love to know, do you care about compliments? Is that important to you in your perfume selection? Let me know in the comments. I am actually very curious because it seems to be a hot debate in the perfume world, but still at the end of the day, I'm human. Being complimented on anything feels great, so. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like, subscribe means a lot to me. Thank you so much for your support, and to all my regular viewers, love y'all. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.